Good afternoon everybody, it's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. I hope you're all well. Thank you so much for joining me. It's lovely to have you here, and we are working on a fall journal today with some of the ephemera that we've made now. I've got the ephemera here in the box that we've just made, the pockets and tags and envelopes and such like in the last two videos. I've also got in this box all the ephemera from previous makes, so I'm thinking last year, can't think that I've made any fall ephemera this year, so let's, apart from what we did the other day, so let's just have a look at what we've got. So we've got quite a few journal cards. Yeah, I recognise these, so we'll put journal cards in one pile, big ones and then smaller ones. So these are from the kits by Nanine. That's not Nanine's, that is Tina's at Shabby Dabby Doodah. Yeah, so some of them are just on cards, some of them, oh, that's a little booklet I've made, are you know, embellished or put onto other bits and pieces. So we've got quite a few small ones. Is that yeah, that's on card, and so is that. That's a tag. It's backed though. Oh, maybe it went to that. So that's a pocket and a tag. Another cute tag, another pocket, right. Pockets here. Pockets, oh, love this guy. Yep, so bigger journal cards. Oh, we've got a few pockets made, look. Was that an envelope? Oh, I think it probably was, it's stuck down. Dragonflies, I think. I vaguely remember it, but not entirely. Anyway, pocket. Oh, I obviously did a few of those. Oh, cute bunny. That's a double journal card, but it's still a journal card, so's that. Yeah, so these look like, oh, what are they? Collage boards made into journal cards. Oh, this is a more recent one. It's got a tag in it but nothing on it, so that needs finishing before we use it. Oh, these are some tags that I made earlier out of scraps, videos earlier on. Are they done? I think so. Did I have tags somewhere? Just that one. Some more little pockets from Nanine's kits. Cute. A little journal card. Yep, that's Nanine's. That's a cutie. The feeling that that's Tina's. I might be wrong. Shabby Dabby Doodah, but it wants something on it. I think I've had these. Yeah, I've definitely had these since last fall. I remember making them. Two little booklets. That's a big journal card. Got a few layers on it, and that looks like a piece of Henry Terry Victorian Garden that I've backed. Probably wants cutting down and something doing to it. It's a bit big, so they won't finishing off. That is a envelope that wants gluing. That's from Tina, I know it is. So these are all finished items, so let's stand them up in this box and just take out what else I've got in it, and we'll have all the ephemera in here. Okay, so that is a button. I don't know what that is. One of those vintage page and button embellishment. Gosh, word I couldn't get. Okay, so we have got tags. Journal cards. Just testing. Yeah, they're journal cards and they're journal cards. So big and small journal cards. And then we've got pockets. Big and small. Oh, they're tags. They can go behind the journal cards, I think. Whoops. And then we've got what we made earlier, yesterday, day before for you. Not me, because I had a day off. So we've got a big envelope, which I'll put at the back there. Oh yeah, those two envelopes that I'm putting down as pockets. Where's the other one? Those. I'll lay them flat, I think. Might stop the others falling over. A couple of either tuck spots or page decorations. A bag, maybe you can lay down as well, that's it. A bag with a tag in it. Another pocket with a tag. Yeah, quite a few of those journal card thingies can go in there, can't they? And a glassine bag. And we've got that little thing. Okay, so these want finishing. Oh, wasn't there another one of those? Yes, there. So we've got two little scrappy notebooks by the looks of it that I've made. Yeah, and they are fall colours, so they can go in there. This really just wants gluing up. It is, it's William Morris, so I think it's, I know it's Nanine's because I recognise it, but we haven't new on the inside yet. Yeah, what kit? I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's from the William Morris kit. Whoops. And it's all inked, so I was obviously going to use it for something and didn't. So that was a quick. Yep, so we can use that to fill a pocket or as a pocket or a tuck, whatever. And I think there was another one in there, wasn't there, done? So was it a different? Can't remember. We'll have a look at the pockets in a minute when we start to fill. This one wants something on it. This one wants something on the tag, and this wants cutting down on something on it. Let me just cut this down. It's definitely too big. And then I'll show you the journal we're going to fill. Let me take it off there to start with. Before we do anything else. Okay, it's still a little bit big and not very straight. I'm going to leave it like that for now. I'll ink it and put it in the box, I think, and then see, because the journal that I've put together, yes, I've put the journal pages together, stitched them, so we can have the fun of, that's black. Better finish it off now, hadn't I? Got my black dob. I'm going to have to put some coloured thread around them so I know I'm getting the right one. I'll go over the top of it with the brown. Well, it's just made it a really nice dark brown. Yeah, so that, you know, we might need some big ones in the front and back pockets of the journal. Okay, so we're going to do that and that in a minute. That just wants that in it. That's rubbish. So we've cut it off, and this is just a decoration, which of course I've got, still got this box full of decorations here. Oh, now I've got all these journal cards in here, haven't I, as well? So we'll have a look at those as well and put those into this box, because I am going to do at least 3 fall journals, at least 3. That's just a piece of decoration. So that's like a page edge decoration. I'll put that in the box, I think. Yes, this is one of those pages that those pouches that I made out of the book page, and I love the front of it. It's very autumny. The back of it is upside down, and it's got, yeah, you know I don't like these things, don't you? It's got caterpillars over it. So I was thinking I'll cover that side, and then it can be filled and just go in as a pouch. So that's to do, isn't it? Right, these beautiful papers are from Tanya at Tatty Treasure in my last, not my last haul, not my last Happy Mail from her, which I've just filmed, so you will see soon, but the one before. Aren't they gorgeous? Absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, I want to use those. I don't know how yet. I'll put them in with the papers. So I've got a file folder full of the papers that I showed you in the last video, and I've got my Edith Holden scraps as well. So you've seen all these bits, Edith Holden scraps, the autumn papers from last time, and I'm thinking this is going to be nice in the front or the back of the book. So this is a page from one of Nanine's kits. I'm sorry, I can't tell you which one. No, it could have been one of the planner pages from earlier on in the year, possibly. I'll just move those over there, put the lid in this, and we'll have a look at this journal. So I've put it together, and it, you know, it's nothing that you haven't seen me do loads of times before if you've been watching my channel. So I've got, while I was away, some of these hanging file folders, this green. I've got some blue and some green. You will see them as well in the haul that I've just filmed. yeah, so I just cut one up and stuck it together basically. So I trimmed it round, folded it into four because it was quite big, and then I opened it up, which allowed me to sew this Edith Holden on the front. Now I know it wants something else. I've put a nameplate, it needs something, but I don't know what yet. But yeah, the conkers are absolutely beautiful. They're out at the moment. Or do you call them horse chestnuts? I don't know. We call them conkers anyway. Yeah, and while it was open, I also glued in the string for the closure, and this is from the lovely Nikki. Thank you, Nikki. She sent me it in the summer, and it said autumn to me straight away, and I saved it for the autumn. Yep, so I put the book plate on before I stitched the whole thing together, and glued the whole thing together, and I stitched that round before I glued it together. So I've not actually stitched this part of it, and at the moment, as long as it stays together, which I think it should because I put lots of glue on it, yeah, I don't intend to. So I'll show you the pages in a moment, but you've seen them before. They were the kit from last year, and I'm pretty sure I showed you all the pages. Maybe I didn't. Anyway, you're going to see them in a minute. And I just thought this went lovely on this green, so I might have it on in the front and then just a pocket in the back, because obviously it's not a really thick, it's thick enough, but it's not a really thick cover, so it won't, you know, I don't want to put lots of weight on it. Yeah, I stitched the, can you see that? I don't know if you can see. How I didn't get that into the middle, I don't know, because I kind of lined it up with this and went down, but I obviously went at an angle. It doesn't matter, it's over there for some reason. Just gives it a bit of interest, doesn't it? It's not your normal centered piece. So yeah, just three whole pamphlet stitch. So a nice simple tie and a book, not a book plate, well it is a book plate, a name plate, title plate on the front. I'll stick that down at the end, and then we won't be dealing with plain glue, wet glue. Okay, so these are the pages. Let me go through and show you the pages then, because yeah, now I have a feeling, now I've said it, that I didn't go through them with you. So I did tell you that there was two kits that I've got of Nanines. I believe one is called Autumn, and one's an autumn file folder, and one's fall journal pages, I believe. But they're not her ones from this year, these are her ones from last year. So, and this isn't all of them, it's only half of them. I'm going to make another one of these exactly the same. A page out of Henry Terry, so this has got September and October Meadow Saffron in it. That's August, but the other one's got September, I think, on it. So coffee dyed book, music paper, more of Nanines kits, nearly all Nanines kit. Yeah, I think I'm going to put some dangles on that. At least I haven't gone through the bird. Maybe that's, I don't know if that's what I was thinking or not, but yeah, I might have tied it a little bit tight because I've pulled those papers a little bit, but yeah, at least the bird is not injured. Yep, so like I say, I've mixed the two sets up, so these pages aren't all from one particular set. Oh, there it is, September, that one. From the Henry Terry book. I love this postcardy bit. And mushrooms, of course. Toadstools, whatever they may be. Yep, so lots of greens and oranges and reds and oranges and browns. That is just a page of the Amazon faux coffee dyed. Well, I think that's more paper bag than coffee dyed, I might be wrong. Yep, so some oranges in the back. Yep, and I'm thinking we'll probably put a some kind of a pocket or something. That looks quite nice, doesn't it, actually, in there. Right, so that's the journal that we're going to fill with all these things. So let's have a look at what's going on here. Right, that is out of that, so we need to do something with that, don't we? That also, I think this was just an offcut, but I decided it's nice enough for a journal card. Oops, it would be if you cut it straight, but just was offending me that little bit. So we've got journal cards that want, do they want backing? I don't know. That, I mean, they're on fairly thick. They're not really thick, but I think they are thick enough for journal cards. I might just ink them up because for this particular journal, we're not all that strong, are we? That one's a bit thinner. I think that one does want backing. Yeah, they must be on. So I've got 160 and 120. They must be on the 160 and this must be on the 120. I'm thinking, how did you get in there again? I'm sure you were a decoration. Would you like to go on there? Don't really go with that, do you? No. Just a thought. Oh, they're decorations as well. Ended up in the wrong pile. Yeah, that also needs backing. So these are tags. Yeah, they don't seem as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, quite a lot of tags there. Want backing. No. Mrs. Indecisive. Yeah, I'll leave them like this. I can back them if there's the other one of those, or is that one I've just done? No, it's another one. Identical. But I'll keep them in there because, like I say, I'm doing more than one fall project. That is just a piece of card, and so is that. I think these have just come out of the back of that pot that I pulled out. Same with that. So something that wants backing can be backed with that. Yeah, that one. Let me just, while I've got everything here and out, let me just stick that on there and put it under my table to be drying. And yeah, have a quick look if there's anything under there actually. That's the thought. That's me gloopy glue. Oops. So it's Nanine paper, that, and this is a Nanine tag or journal card, whichever you prefer. There's a little roller on there. It is. I'm looking right at it. So I hope you're all having a nice day and some fun crafting. It's yeah, we've got rain here today. It's not really heavy and it's not really cold, but it's it keeps going dark. So we've got dark clouds, and yeah, it's definitely a heading towards fall day today. I'll just put it under like that, trim it when it's dry. Oh, I've got something under here. Aha! And it's fall, of course it is. I've got something else. Alright, I've been backing things. Let me just cut these down so that I can put them in the right place. Now I think these were off the Test Treasure freebie, Tanya's freebie last year. Now, whether it's still free or whether it's gone in her shop now, I'm not sure, but you'll have to go look. Now, with a lot of, because Tanya and Nanine work together quite a lot, when I do Nanine's kits, you will often find there are freebies that she's produced, you know, just for Tanya, for her channel and her either subscribers or a Facebook members, or it might be for her Patreon members. But you will often find there are extra pieces to the kit, not the same, ones that are like exclusive to Tanya. So it's always worth looking if you're getting a kit from Nanine to see, yeah, if Tanya's got anything, be it free or, you know, she now has digital downloads on her Etsy and they're not expensive. You know, it's lovely to have a few extra bits, isn't it, that's not in the kit. So yeah, always worth a look. Now, I know a lot of you follow Tanya and you will already know or already have them, but you know, I just like to say it for anyone who might be new or forgotten or looking, you know, to expand their supplies. Yeah, so I'd obviously printed them out a while ago, and I printed them on white paper. That's better, they look better, don't they? And the same with this. Right, I'll do that one off camera because you don't want to sit and watch me cut up, don't you? But that's what I've done, just backed them. Pack that one onto some Nanine paper by the looks of it. I'll put those in me little box. Right, let's go back through these. So these are from Nanine's fall kit, I believe. That's another journal card, so it's postcard. That is definitely from one of the planner. I think it might be this month. No, could be October's planner. That's just a piece of ephemera journal card. And yeah, those are just bits for embellishing. So I'm going to leave these as are, so those can go in with the, oops. Yeah, I don't know if you could see there, I'm just collecting together everything for the journals, because this one will be, should be a fairly quick fill, and then, you know, if anybody says, I want to see you make it, I can go ahead and make it, or if you're all just enjoying watching me fill them, I'll make another one off camera and we'll fill that. What am I looking for? Backing. If I just stick these down to back, and then we can do that and that, can't we? And that. Okay, what should we back these onto? So I've got one of these file folders here. I will use it, but it was on my desk and I had all this fall paper, you know, from the last, we've still got to do that, haven't we? Well, let's have a look what's in here. So that's to do. Embellishments, or some of those lovely frames from Nanine. Look at those. I'm going to put those in there because I'm sure I will use those. A couple of circles. These are from, I just showed you those, didn't I, from Tanya. And they're from one of her stationery companies that she works with. So, you know, if you're looking for them, head over to Tanya's place, which there'll be a link in my description. Let's get all these out then. So that's more ephemera. Right, fall images. I'm looking for paper for backing. I liked that one, didn't I? Let's have that one and that one. So if you remember, this was the one that came, the backing page that came with Nanine's fall words, which I've been using. So, and I've just pulled out of here some more from Nanine's kits. Pockets, pocket, it's an envelope, 3 pockets, so I'll put those in there. They only need folding. Put those in the to-do pile. Right, we're back to where we were. I think this, I loving the colour of this. I think I must have got it from, let me get a glue book. I can't talk and search at the same time. There we go. A book, you know, it's the inside page of a book that I've taken apart. I don't know which one, because it was just there. But yeah, it's a lovely colour. Once it was, you know, tea dyed, it was a bit bright until I'd done that. A bit custardy coloured. Oh, custard. It's the season for custard now, I feel. My hubby loves custard. Oops. I have to admit to having bought a sticky toffee pudding this week. It's in the freezer, so yeah, I'm sure it won't be long before the custard is making an appearance at our dinner table. What about you? Custard, cream, ice cream? We like them all, but yeah, I think Neil's favourite is custard. Oops. Yeah, I'm having trouble making my glue stick stand up as usual. Now this is going to be, I feel these fall projects are going to be so easy for me because the ones that I'm doing using Nanine's kits, because just look at the, you know, the images. I was going to ink that, but I'll do it when I'm done. Oh, someone moving the dustbin. I thought someone was trying to get in my house then. I'm like, what's that? Sounded like somebody rattling the door. Neil's at work, so I'm on my own, so yes, that would have been quite worrying. What was I talking about? Yeah, these kits. If you just want to put them together with very little, we don't have to add anything, to be honest, but if you just want to add a few little touches of your own and not, you know, not do all the layering and finding things to match and all that malarkey, as they say. Are you going to fit? Would it be a shame to cut it down just to make it fit on that backing page? What do you think? It's not that as if I haven't got enough paper, but I don't want my bin, it's over there. But I really like this one. And I quite like the back of it as well. You know, this. See, that's got a... How much would I miss? Barely any. I'm going to. While it's here. Oops. Get off me cotton. Let's just... At least I've got a line of writing to cut along. Let's see. It might not be on straight. Yeah, you didn't even know it was there, do we? Don't tell. I just need to ink that bottom bit because it was... I mean, it'll be inked when I do it anyway, won't it? Yeah. Why did I put that on the floor? I don't know. As if I haven't got enough room up here. So I've been clearing out a bit. Yeah, having the Wednesdays off is really paying off for me now. Sometimes I don't get much done. And it's not necessarily Wednesday, it's just I have one day off a week because from filming, that is. Because I don't have to put one up on a Wednesday. Yeah, so sometimes I you know, I don't do anything craft related. Oh, I got a bit close to there, never mind. Yeah, but other times I can get in front and get things done and get stuff sorted. So don't put it on the floor again, you can't reach it. I've been tidying my table and moving things off it. I have to confess, confession time, I have bought another book shelf, cupboard, what would you call it? Well, it's bookshelves, but you know, like a piece of furniture as opposed to bookshelves that go on the wall. And I'm not going to part with that because I love it. Put it in my scrap box. Right, put these under here to set. So yeah, and it's downstairs in the understairs, which I've also been tidying up. So I've made room for it. And yeah, so I've moved quite a few books down there, which means I've got a spare shelf on my bookshelf up here, which I can move stuff off my desk onto, if you see what I mean. Let's do this first, because then that can go away as a whole thing. Where is it? So which bit do we want to... Yeah, I think if I leave that bit to journal on, and we really only want an image or something, don't we, on here? And this is what it's going with. So we've kind of got florally... Did you come up then? Was I dreaming? I'm just wondering about some of these really big... Now I love him and he's quite big for many things. I think you might be just right on here. So what we have behind him, a ticket of some description. We've got kind of bluey pinky yellows on the front, haven't we? We're not. Let's have a look at these words and tickets from. So this is from the kit that I've just got new this fall from Nanny. She did bring it out last fall. So this is autumn words, fall words. Leaves, pumpkin pie. I want something about the owl. Gather. Farm fresh owl. Farm life. You often find owls on farms, don't you? Or we could have one that could be labelled, you know, with nothing on. Hay rides grateful. Quite like that farm life one. It's different brown though. What about some music? Do owls sing? Not really, do they? They twoo. Sorry. That one, I like that one. The colours go. So where were those little stamps that was this here? I'm wondering if one of those, they're not stamps, they're off I think it's graphic 45 pad, piece of 12 by 12, that's what I was trying to say, scrap paper pad. Don't even know what the picture is on it. A lady, I think, with floral. Oh yes, gosh, it is raining. It's raining now. Maybe that behind. No. Maybe that behind. No. Let me just sit back and have a look at it. I think it'll look different when this has got a nice strong border on it. Am I on black again now? I've obviously just got a bit of black on my dauber. I said I wanted it dark, a nice dark border. That's what I've got. Of course, we've got the gold, you know, it's like, it reminds me of tree rings when you cut through them. Yeah, I think I quite like it. I'm going to stop messing and do it. And just spotted I haven't got the lid on my Fabri-Tac, and I've got a lovely big bubble being blown. So we're back to that. Those games. I thought bubbles were summer games, not winter games. Don't have a look. I'm sure you do. Isn't that beautiful? I will grab it in a minute and put it on some rubbish paper in the bin. Right, don't go too far down with that, Denise. So about there. Did I ink it? I think I did. I'm not sure if you can hear that rain, you probably can't, but actually it is. It's quite a nice sound. Oh, up there. I nearly did. Yeah, so I'm cosy in my craft room, and I've got a cup of tea. I've nearly drunk it. And it's where I'm staying by the looks of that. I did put some washing in about an hour ago, and I haven't put it out, thank goodness. So I will be tumble drying it. Yeah, I was thinking about putting a number or something up there, but I'm not sure it needs anything more. Does it want a tag? Now this is journal on both sides. Probably going to be a flip up, isn't it? Yeah, so that will go in that way, and it won't want to tag because there won't be space for it. But you can see it to grab. Yeah, I think it will be a flip up just because of that journaling spot there. Okay, so done. What else? What else is there? This one wants something on it completely. Yeah, I was indecisive, wasn't I, whether to just cover that or do something with gesso and what have you. I think I'm just... Let me have a look. I was going to say just cover it, and then I changed my mind. Let's see if I can get some of that. So this is just a nail file, piece of emery board, whatever. I'll probably need a wet wipe now to get that off, just to take all that shininess off. Across the room, of course. Yeah, let's try it with a dry one and say, oh no, it's okay. It's not too bad. And I'm sure I had my gesso. Right, bear with. I'm just going to unhook you. I'm not going anywhere. Oh dear. So I've got a brush here. What I haven't got is water. I like to wet my brush before I use gesso, but let's just go for it, shall we? Let's just, you could do with a mix up. Ooh. I've been out for a long time. Okay. Right, I don't want to cover it all. Yeah, it is a bit watery actually. And just press it down on there. Oh, I've got some on the back. Because I'm thinking, yeah, some of that lovely gold. Yeah, let's leave it at that. Anything else I can wipe my brush onto? Must be something in here. What's this? Oh, this. I've never shown you. I don't think I showed you this. Let me just get rid of this gesso. It's, maybe I did. One day last week when I was... That's it. There's a lot on here. Let me get it off. I was working on my desk clearing up. Maybe it was the weekend when I was doing the clearing up. And I had lots of bits left over on my desk and I just stuck them all down on a... Yes, it was the weekend because I'd been stamping on it, look. And you can see this is the front of a book. So I don't know what it is. It's just a collaged piece. It might become something. Now it's got a bit of gesso in it. I'll have to wash my brush as soon as I finish. Right, so I'll let that dry. We may not do it today. It might have to be tomorrow. And we'll put some... If you remember, I had that gold stencil medium. Where's my pin? That it says you can push it through a stencil. Might have a go with, you know, putting it through a stencil. Not a Tim Holtz stencil. I'm not that brave yet. Where's my lid? Get this horrible bubble off here. There it is. And yeah, see what we can create with it. Obviously it needs some journaling on the back then. Let it dry, Denise, and stop messing with it. Right, what are we doing? We went off piste a little bit there, didn't we? This. So again, we've got sort of greeny pink pages here. I want to do that as well. What have I got here in this little pile? Have we got anything here? No, there's nothing much there, is there? Nothing there that's going to do it. So let's go back into this lovely box. Got a nice big butterfly. Oh, that's nice on there. And I just spotted some animals here. Do we want another animal? I mean, if I do, I can't have the butterfly because it's, do you know, I'm just loving that butterfly on there. I don't know why I am. The size of it, I think. Yeah, I can't have a butterfly, an animal on with it because they're, you know, completely different sizes. Okay, so let's have, well, I was going to say a word. Let's see what we've got. Now I've got some of these. These are not the names, these are someone else's. I did say I had to try and find out, didn't I? Too big. But what I have got are some smaller words from the names that are waiting to go on to strips. You know, these little cutout things, and I've been saving more strips to put them on, so I'm really liking the keeping them on strips thing. Fall is in the air. Now if I could darken that up a bit, because I like the in the air bit with the butterfly, if you see what I mean, and then put it on one of those strips. We'll see. Let's give it a go. Don't have to use it. If we make it, it can go on something else. I just think it would be a nice sentiment to use for that one. It's quite bright, so it needs to be on a piece of... Now these are the scraps that I've just made recently. I have got all the ones that I've stamped on as well. If I don't like any of these, can you see? Barely, can you? Music. No. Let's get the stamped ones out because they're only here. So it's a good idea stamping them before I put them away, I think. Oh, there's some nice green. Don't want it too wide, do we? Just want a nice skinny one with, I can cut it down. There's some green on it. They're all quite fat, aren't they? Let's pull that one out. In fact, I'll just tear half of it off because I don't want stuff out on my desk sitting around, and I'll try and be tidy for a day or two. My kind of tidy, you know, don't get excited. Right, so yeah, you're way too big. I quite like this bit in the middle here with a stamp piece on it. Just a bit of extra layering. Let's get that out. I'm sorry, oops. I'm sorry if that was blinding you. And then I can work where you can see, which is always handy when you're making a video, Denise. Oops. Take a bit more off there. And a fair bit off there. And I'm thinking the corners. Oops. Fiddly little things for my big fingers. It's really, it's time I started putting some of this in the book, isn't it? Which is what I said we were doing. Black, because the brown one's here. Oh dear. Never mind. It's not as if I'm doing pink or pastels and then sticking black on by accident, is it? Right, let's get rid of these tiddly bits, or they'll stick to me. Right, I like what we've made there. Whether it will go on here, I don't know, but I don't see why not. Let's put it together and see. Let's smudge that brown in a bit. Just ever so slightly too big, but I've got a bit of space here I can steal. Yeah, lovely. Let's put this down first so I get it right in the edge. So do I want a divot out of it is the next question, I guess. Is it going to be right where I want my butterfly? No, I could have a smallish one. Right, let me measure, because looking at the way I stitched that signature in this morning, I'm definitely no judge of the centre today, if ever I am, but not today for certain. Right, don't take a lot, Denise. Just enough to say, oh, it might have been just a little bit too little. That's it. I'm a pocket. Here is my thumb hole. See what I'm hiding. Oh, my butterfly's flown away. Oh, it really has. There it is. Just clear a bit of space. I like it. And like I say, the book is quite full on, isn't it? The pages, so, and actually some of the ephemeras too. So one or two not overly decorated pieces will be good. Fall is in the air, certainly is today. Okay, this, I'll just move that back out the way again. I'll bring it in if we need it. Yeah, this needs something on the back and the caterpillars, so we're back into the Scrappy bits again. Now that's interesting, I could put some plain on it, so it could be written on as well. I think I will put a little divot in the front of that. Have I got a clear ruler so I'm not blinding you with that one? Well, I have. I think what I mean is, can I find it? Centimetres are my preferred. Right, 17, 8.5. Now, are you going to like the thin book page? It's not too thin, but obviously it's not card. Yeah, don't mind. Yeah, it's only tiny little divot, but it just says the same as the pocket. There's something in here, have a look. Here's a thumb hole to help you get in. Yeah, that's better. And like I say, this is just going to be, I'm not going to put it on a page or hinge it or anything. It's just going to be a slotted in, removable. So I could put something on it that way up. And again, I was thinking about that. It's not very, no. So it's not like we're short of papers, is it? I could journal on that piece. The dancing glue ball. I don't think you saw it, but you probably heard it. Oh, right in the middle of that lovely stamp that I like. That wasn't a very good cut, was it? I don't know why, whether it's that ruler. I don't like the ruler. The trouble is when you're just doing a tiny bit, it's not, well, for me it's not easy. Let's try. Yeah, it's different again with this ruler. I think that might be a little bit squarer. Get rid of. That's it. Ooh, pretty. I quite like that actually. So yeah, I think I'll probably put it in that way up. So I'll put this that way up. Yeah, I don't mind that you can see the colours around it now, but it's not, it doesn't look like it's hiding anything too much. Lovely paper this, Nanine. Digital, you know, lovely artwork, collaging, layering, whatever. Yeah, lovely. Right, what should I put it on with? Let's go with this Kalal Fabritac mixture. Don't know about filling the journal, I'm just having too much fun playing with my papers and my ephemera. Hope you're enjoying it. Have you got yours out yet? That's a lot. I fill that with all sorts of bits and pieces then. And yeah, I can put a lot in the journal without it hanging on the binding or the thinnish cover. I have reinforced the cover on the spine inside with some masking tape like I normally do. Love that. Okay, so it's just this to fold by the looks of it. Should we just do it by eye and see where we go? Where's my little... Makes your fingers hurt after a while, doesn't it, pressing on everything? Or is it just me? I think I've already got one of these folded somewhere. This is a page that has some That wasn't very good there, Denise. Has some lovely tickets on it that I like. I think she just filled a space in with some tickets rather than waste paper. And I loved the tickets. So I've printed this a couple of times. Yeah, I don't know if I cut it square or... Yeah, it doesn't need backing, it's thick enough on its own, and I'll just put a paper clip on it. I haven't glued it or anything yet, because I don't know what I'm doing with it yet, and it can go in the pot. Okay, we're ready to put some bits in the journal. Hooray, you said, I know. I heard you. Lid's on here. So I think I'll do like I normally do. I'm going to put pockets and such like in first, and then we'll come back and embellish. Oh crikey, not got long. Been on 50 minutes, would you believe it? So let's, like I said, when I've done, when cameras stop rolling, I will just glue that in there just as prettiness and nothing else. I might even put a pocket on the bottom, I don't know, but that's definitely going in there. I don't always like a pocket on my first page. I might put when I embellish a label or something, you know, just for somebody to personalise, title it or whatever. So let's have a look at the ones we made on camera. It'd be nice to put those in, wouldn't it, since they're fresh in your memory, having made them. So, and some of them are chunky-ish. Those weren't them. I thought I made more than 3. What else did I make? I'm sure I made more than 3. Yes, those little envelopes of Tanya's, that was it. I knew there was more. Those, wasn't it? So, do I want 2 of those in here? I think I'll save one for the other journal and just put the orangey one in here. Just one of these 2 then. I'll put that one in. No, orange and red and green and brown. I'll put that one in. So that's 3. I want one more, just so that I'm building even. So shall we go with that we've just made? Yeah, so we've got a glassine bag, a sack, an envelope that's also going to be a pocket, and just a big open pocket. Right, 2 at front, 2 at back to start with, then we'll see. I don't think it will take much more than 6 pockets, to be honest, and a few tucks. So I don't want a butterfly there because we've already got one on the page, and we don't want the flower fairy because it's not the right colour. I do still think I want something on here just to bring the red down a little bit. I'm wondering about one of these animals. Let's put this way you can see it. It's just a thought. And a butterfly on the page. I was thinking a butterfly might go on it as well, but although it's not necessarily going on that page, Denise. Some lovely tickets, but let's have a look at the animals, shall we? We put apple cider, didn't we? Because nobody told me if that was a raccoon. He's cute. Oh dear, music. Oh dear. Oh dear, that was good. No, there's nothing here that's grabbing me that I think is going to go on the centre of that. Oh. Now, that gorgeous little owl face. He needs to go somewhere, doesn't he? Not butterfly. Right. Now I don't actually dislike that. Let me have a look through the camera if I can. Just ink it round and then I'll make a decision because I haven't got much time. Right, I've worked out what that is now, that noise out there after the dustman. It's you know, one of those businesses that comes around and steam cleans people's dustbins when they've been emptied. I think hard times are starting to bite for some now, quite badly in the UK. Don't know about the rest of the world, but our interest rates are going up and inflation is going up. I know it's costing me a lot more money at the supermarket than ever it used to, and we are not buying more than we used to. Yeah, it's full on. I think it wants a plain page, but I like it. I think that's just put that into the background a little bit. Right, Denise, stop talking and get on. And again, that's quite full on with the bird behind it. So, oh, now there's a good page, and I've got reds here. Look, where's that little owl head? No, he doesn't go, but it does want something up there, probably just a label. Now, as I say, I don't use these very often. I'm just thinking what I should be gluing it down with. I'm assuming art glitter will work. Let's give it a go. Never even thought about that. I know I've used them before in the past, but not for a long time. Can't remember what I glued them down with. I'm assuming it was art glitter. I want that top quite well glued. Ooh, my leg's aching. I think I need to move it. So that's still too long. So I want it right down at the bottom of the page. Can you see? Right, it's down. It might be wonky. I don't know. You know me, I can never tell. Like I said, those are going to become curly and distressed. There's not a lot I can do about it, I don't think. Could have cut them off, I suppose, but we're not going to. Yeah, I like that. No, it definitely needs a label or something, but I've got hundreds of lovely labels in here when we embellish. Hopefully tomorrow, I was hoping. Now that's nice and orange there with that one. Don't want it on the same page though, do I? I'm only going to have 3, so I want them separated. That's very red. I want more of an orangey. Now, would that be nice? And then when you take it out, a bit higher up maybe. It's going to hide it, isn't it? No. We didn't make a tag for this, did we? Not that we need to make any, do we? Let's have a look what we've got. Or if we've got. Oh, look at him. He will just pop out over the top, will he? No. Just because he is new. We've got squirrel. And he's popping out over the top, but I don't. It's not what I'm after. Let's try a few. Too small. Blue. That's nice, it's got the gold round it. Do I dislike the blue with everything else? When you take it out, you've got that. And you go right down inside, yeah. I quite like that on there actually. I'm going to do it because I've got less than a minute. Gosh. You should be inside, should you? That's why you were getting stuck inside. I said I wasn't going to be on that long today. It's just when I get my things out and start playing with them. I should have played with them before I turned the camera on. But I know you like to see as well. Fall is in the air. It certainly is today. So the sun's shining, the paths are all wet and the windows are all wet. But the rain stopped. And the sun is shining, so yeah, I like the fact that that's, oh, I've done it too low, look, come up a bit. Yeah, that's one picture, isn't it? And then when you take it out, it changes it completely. I like it. I'll leave it out while it sets. Right, these two in the back then. Sets, you know what I mean by sets, don't you? Oh, now that would be a nice one for the flower fairy because of all this greenery here. And then we can put lots of things in here, and it's, yes, I'm going to put it down nice and strong, so I think it'll just drink that up, won't it? Let's see what the erupting Fabri-Tacs feeling like. Oh, nice, still erupting. Well, it was. Ooh. Yes, I will. As soon as I turn the camera off, I'll have to grab that or it'll be stuck to something. Come on, I'll grab it now while the glue's thinking about coming down. That's it. Are you thinking about coming down? Yes. Oops. So I was talking to Dana about last night from Teddy's Treasure and Friends Facebook group, Facebook channel about oh, what was I talking to about now? That's gone. So busy trying to explain who she was that I've forgotten what I was going to say. Oh, about watching about the length of videos. That's what it was. And I said to her that I often say to you guys, if it's too long, watch it speeded up, or watch it in 2 halves, which is what I often do with other people's. Yeah, that's nice. It will come forward with lots of other things in there. So yeah, I was just thinking about that because that may well be what you have to do. Oh, there's orange. Pumpkin spice. Was that a pumpkin? Is that an unripe pumpkin? Some kind of a gourd, isn't it? Yeah, I'm going to put that down with the Fabri-Tac as well because of that texture. So yeah, because I say that because I've gone over the hour now, I see. This is the last one to go in though. I wanted to get those 4 in. So tomorrow will probably be nearly an hour again. Probably or definitely. But we should get more pockets and embellishing done because we've done all we needed to do with the embellishments now. I can just get on, so it was worth spending the time doing that. Love those bling. That's got a card in as well, isn't it? That we can do something with. Oh, didn't think I'd put that much on because it didn't want to come out. Better leave that page open. Okay, so thank you so much for staying with me for all that time, if you have. I hope you've enjoyed looking at and playing with all those fall things. I definitely have, so if nothing else, thanks for the company, and come back tomorrow. Give me a thumbs up. All of those things, and have a lovely day. Bye for now.